Good evening, everyone. This is your evening news recap, your nightly news podcast on all the news throughout the day that I come across, giving you my take as somebody who aspires to be a politician in the near future. Hopefully, all you guys are having a wonderful day. My day is pretty all right. I got a little bit of some plans later in the day, so I'm recording this video at around 4:48 right now, and it'll probably be up by, depending on how long this is, 5 to 5:30. So a little bit of a, few hour early episode, but hey, I got things to do, but still got to bring the news. So we're here. Hopefully all you guys are having a wonderful day. It's been an interesting day, but a slow day as weekends normally are, but let's get into it. Moving into the Trump administration segment, as we do, the first topic we have today is Trump is called to prosecute Kamala Harris. In a post on True Social, Trump has called for the prosecution of Kamala Harris for paying for endorsements. In his post, he wrote, "I'm looking at the large amount of money owed by the Democrats after the presidential election and the fact that they admit to paying, probably illegally, $11 million to singer Beyonce for an endorsement. She never sang not one note. She left the stage to booing and an angry audience. $3 million for expenses to Oprah, $600,000 to a very low TV anchor, Al Sharpton, a total lightweight, and others to be named for doing absolutely nothing. These ridiculous fees were incorrectly stated in the books and the records. You are not allowed to pay for an endorsement. It is totally illegal to do so." Can you imagine what would happen if these politicians started paying for people to endorse them? All hell would break out. Kamala and all those received endorsement money broke the law. They should all be prosecuted. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So, the Harris campaign did pay Beyonce, yes, but not her herself directly or for endorsements, nor was it anything near the amount of $11 million like Trump claims. Harris's campaign paid her production company, Beyonce's production company, sorry, $165,000 for helping out with an event between both Harris and Beyonce, as anyone would pay for anyone you're hiring. I mean, you're not just going to do that for free, but also there is no law that says federal candidates can't pay for endorsements. There's only laws who say who and cannot contribute. Like, this isn't illegal. I'm pretty sure Trump did it as well on multiple occasions in this campaign trail and the last. It's just hypocritical. I mean, it's bullshit. It genuinely is. It's honestly just a distraction at the end of the day. I mean, it's stupid. What else do you expect from the man? He is not the brightest tool in the shed. In other news, Trump is upset that no one has thanked him for sending food to Gaza, even though he didn't even send food there in the first place. Trump is complaining that nobody is thanking him for millions in aid to Gaza. Speaking in Scotland, Trump was asked if Israel should be doing more to get aid into Gaza. Trump said, "We gave 60 million to Gaza 2 weeks ago. Nobody even acknowledged it for food, and you really want at least someone to say thank you. No other country gave anything. It makes you feel a little bad when nobody talks about it." He added that none of the European countries have given anything. It would be nice to at least get a thank you. Trump didn't specify where the funds came from or who they were sent to, but last month the US did send 30 million, not 60 million, to the Gaza Help Fund. I genuinely, and I mean genuinely because I read the news all day, have not seen anything about Trump providing 60 million in aid to Gaza. Not to mention, we just destroyed 80 million in food support that was supposed to be donated to active war zones. I mean, why would Trump get a thank you for something he hasn't done? Not to mention, his administration is actively ethnically cleansing its own country. I mean, both Israel and the United States are ethnically cleansing. Israel is also committing a genocide, and they need to be stopped. Not thanked. I mean, they are both two evil things. I mean, genuinely. And I hate to say it, but the United States is an evil country right now, and it has been for a long, long time. And that needs to be changed. It genuinely does. It is a problem that we are seen as a villain by a majority of the third world countries in the world, and even the second world countries in the world. And even some of the first world countries in the world. I mean, it is a genuine problem. In other news, Trump is trying to hide the cost to make his new Air Force One. Preparations for Trump's Qatari Air Force One have begun, but Trump is trying to hide it. Recently, the Pentagon received a transfer of 934 million, but the transfer was listed as classified, according to the New York Times. This will likely fill the cost to refurbish the plane. Trump has pushed for the gift from Qatar due to the Boeing's planes being 2 years behind, but the project itself for Trump's new Qatari plane will take 2 years, meaning Trump would only use the plane for a little over a year before it gets sent to his library as essentially his own personal plane. This project is literally robbing taxpayers blind, and that is fucked up on another level, especially from the President of the United States. Not only is this plane not free, but it is a basic sign of corruption. When he keeps the thing, I mean, he gets to keep the plane. Nobody is talking about this on the MAGA side that Trump is getting this plane. He is having taxpayers pay for it, and then he gets to keep it. It goes to his library. He gets to keep that plane. Isn't that crazy? Like, he is being gifted a plane. He is spending $1 billion in your dollars to fix that plane, and future presidents don't keep that plane. He keeps the plane. He is robbing you of $1 billion. And people don't find that crazy, which is insane to me, when he could just wait one more year for these Boeing planes to be done. No, he has to spend $1 billion, and the project won't even be done for 2 years. And he's robbing your taxpayer dollars blind. He's essentially coming up to you and saying, hey, we got this nice little present, but you're going to have to give me $1 so I can use it. Do you understand how crazy that is? Because you don't even get to touch it, and you have to pay so much. But it's his. It's his, not yours. It's his. That is genuinely insane. In other news for the final Trump administration segment today, the US and EU have apparently reached a trade deal. Trump has announced that the United States and the European Union have reached a framework for a deal. Trump announced a 50% across-the-board levy on all imports. Speaking with the European Commission president at his golf course, he said the EU is going to agree to purchase from the United States $750 billion worth of energy, and they are going to agree to invest into the United States $600 billion more than they are investing already. All countries will be able to trade at a zero tariff, and the EU is also agreeing to purchase large amounts of military equipment, according to Trump, but exact specifics have not been shared. I mean, I guess this is good news. Let's just see how long it lasts before Trump forgets about it and demands a new one at this point, because I'm pretty sure this is like the third deal with the European Union he's made. I mean, they could have just left it at 10. I don't understand what Trump doesn't comprehend about the 10% base tariff around the world. It is genuinely so easy to understand, and Trump doesn't, essentially, he doesn't pick up on it. It just flies right across his head. Like, it just flies over his hairline. That's all the way pushed back here. Worse than mine. I mean, like, whatever. But, like, this dude is dumb. He is incompetent. It's getting hot, so I'm getting a little pissed off. But Trump is so incompetent. He doesn't understand the basic duties of the president. He doesn't understand basic basic global politics, not world politics. Basic global politics. I mean, like, this dude is stupid. I can't say that word. I was going to say a very bad word. This dude is stupid. Genuinely. He is so stupid. In other news, moving on into the Trump and Epstein segment, we have one topic today as Mike Johnson thinks Ghislaine Maxwell should be serving life. House Speaker Mike Johnson said he believes Ghislaine Maxwell should face a life sentence. Johnson told NBC's Meet the Press, "If you're asking my opinion, I think 20 years was a pittance. I think she should have at least a life sentence." His remarks came after Trump said he happens to. Holy! This came after Trump said he hasn't considered it. I don't know why that says happened. Sorry, hasn't considered it, but he could. Johnson reiterated that pardons weren't up to him, saying, "Obviously, the decision is the president's. I won't get in front of him. That's not my lane." But he later continued, it's hard to put it into words how evil it was, and she orchestrated it, and a big part of it. So, again, not my decision, but I have a great pause about it, as any reasonable person would. I hate to say it, but I have to agree with Mike Johnson here. As I also said recently, she should be serving life bare minimum. You know, she helped Epstein and all these other rich people touch children and essentially get away with it. Not only is that fucking disgusting, but she shouldn't be let free. I mean, that is crazy that in 20 years she'll be able to roam the streets. That's disgusting. That should not be allowed to be the case. And Trump might pardon her? Hell no. Absolutely not. Moving on into our other news segment today, prosecutors seek terrorism charges for the Michigan stabbing. The man who's accused of stabbing 11 people in Michigan is facing terrorism charges along with multiple assault charges. The motives remain unclear, but the attacker had prior assault incidents as well as controlled substance violations. He's expected to be charged with 1 count of terrorism and 11 counts of assaults with intent to murder. Prosecutor Noelle Mogenberg says that the terrorism charge comes as she believes this was done to affect the entire community. Justice needs to be had in this situation. Again, we don't know the motives of his intent, but if it was done to affect the entire community, he should be prosecuted. We need to cut down on violence in this country. It is genuinely a huge problem that needs to stop. I mean, as soon as possible. Across the country, we deal with gun violence, we deal with stabbings, we deal with so many things, and it needs to change. I mean, people look at the United States and think that violence is our thing, and that's not okay. It is a horrible look that genuinely shouldn't be the case. Moving on to the final topic tonight, Julian Brown, the inventor of plastic gas, is missing. Julian Brown, popular internet and local Chicago celebrity who made gas out of plastic, has been missing for over 2 weeks now, and before was sharing safety concerns about it. He posted a video a while ago giving us a warning, saying that he was worried about his own safety. It's unclear exactly what happened to him, if he was disappeared or if he is in hiding, but nobody knows where he is. He calls his invention plastiline and uses plastic to create a fuel alternative to gas and diesel. I've been following this guy since 2020, and I believe that's when he started, and I'm not surprised about this at all, I'll be honest. For one, it is in a direct opposition to big oil as we know it, and the US government loves their money and their oil, so they're not just going to let that slide. But also because he's a person of color, and historically anyone who has been able to invent anything as a person of color has been persecuted and essentially eliminated. It is a huge problem, and I really hope he is in hiding because an invention like his could essentially change the world, and for the better. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you are on YouTube, please consider subscribing, dropping a like, dropping a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts from the day. It's been an interesting news day. If you're on Substack, please consider subscribing. All funds go to me. They'll help me pay for the things that I'll need to pay for in college, like food, clothing, all those kinds of things. But if not, you can always subscribe for free. Truly do appreciate all forms of support on this content. It means the world to me. Thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I will see you all in tomorrow's. Later.